Hello everyone, this is Ravinder Saini from AJ Creations, and today I am here to show you how I retouch my images. I generally perform 3 different steps to process all of my images, starting from blemish removal, followed by frequency separation, and then in the end, dodging and burning. This is the image that we are going to work on today. This image is clicked by a very good friend of mine, Pritham D'Souza, the metal farmer, as you all know. The picture is clicked using 1DX Mark II at a shutter speed of 1 by 1/60th of a second. Aperture is f9 and ISO is 100. Like I said, we'll start with the blemish removal. So if I zoom into the picture, you can see the blemishes, the marks, the acne on the skin. We need to take care of these marks from the skin. In order to do it, we first need to make the copy of the background layer. So you can press Ctrl J or Command J from the keyboard. Okay, once we have the copy of the background layer, I'm going to rename it blemishes. Now to see the blemishes clearly, we need to create a new adjustment layer, a black and white adjustment layer. So this is the black and white adjustment layer. Now we need to reduce the values of red. Now you can clearly see the blemishes. Here's the before, here's the after. You can see the blemishes. You can also change the value of yellow so that the blemishes are clearly visible. Alright, once we have this black and white layer, I'm going to select the blemish layer once again. And using the healing brush tool, I'm going to take care of all these blemishes from the skin. I generally use the patch tool. So in order to select the patch tool, you can simply click this, or you can press the letter J from the keyboard. Alright, we need to select the area which we need to target, and then we drag it to the area which we want it to replace it with. Now see, it has started to clear out the skin. Take as much time as you can to take care of the blemishes. I'm going to make this video go a little fast so as to save the time. I'll show you the before and after once we are done with the blemish removal. Alright, we have taken care of the blemishes. So you can see this is the before, this is the after. If I zoom in, this is the before, this is the after. We have taken care of all the blemishes. Now I'm going to remove this black and white layer. I'm going to delete it. So just press the delete key from the keyboard and it is gone. Now you can see once again, this is the before, this is the after. If I zoom in more, this is the before, this is the after. Right now we need to take care of these hair which are coming out of the headgear. So in order to do that, I'm creating a new layer. Now using my clone stamp tool, I'm going to take care of these hair. So press the letter S from the keyboard to select the clone stamp tool. Now I'm going to zoom in. Make sure we have the opacity of 100, flow is 100, and sample all layer is selected. Right now you need to press the Alt key from the keyboard, and at the same time you need to choose the area which you want the replacement to be with, and you need to paint over the area which you want to take care of. Alright, I'm painting over the area which I want to take care of. Now again, I'll make the video go a little fast so that we can save time. Alright, then if we look at the before and after, here's the before and here's the after. We have taken care of the hair as well. Next step now is the frequency separation. So before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to flatten the image. In order to do it, I need to right click on any of the layer and choose the option flatten image. Alright, now for the frequency separation, we are going to create the two copies of the background layer. So press Ctrl or Command J twice. The upper layer I'm going to rename it as high. This will take care of the texture on the skin. The layer below it I'm going to name it low. In this layer we'll take care of the tones. Now before we proceed, we need to make sure we are working on a 16-bit image. In order to check that, go to Image, Mode, and currently it is a 8-bit image, so I'm going to change it to 16-bit. After this, I'm going to disable the high frequency layer because we need to work on the tones. So with my low frequency layer selected, I'm going to go to Filter, Noise, Dust and Scratches. Now I'm going to choose the radius to the point where I am able to differentiate between the features of the face. I guess this value 15 is looking good to me. If we go too high, we'll not be able to make out the features on the face. So I'm keeping the value 15, where we are able to see or differentiate between the features of the face, the eyes, nose and lips. Press OK. Now I'm enabling the high frequency layer back, and with our high frequency layer selected, I'm going to go to Image, Apply Image. We are going to apply it to the low frequency layer. Make sure you select Invert, and then the blending option should be Add and the scale should be 2. With all these values in place, press OK. The image will turn out to be like a high pass layer. Now change the blending option to Linear Light. Now we need to work on the skin tone. For that we need to select the low frequency layer. We need to now use the lasso tool in order to select the area. So press the letter L from the keyboard. Select the area where you see the mismatch between the skin tone. Make sure you are on a low frequency layer. Now go to Blur and Gaussian Blur. Now we need to again apply the radius, the same value of radius which we chose while we were working on the dust and scratches layer. So at that time we chose 15, so 15 is the value that I am going to put in here and press OK. Similarly, select the other areas where you want the skin tone to be corrected, and now again we need to apply the same filter, the shortcut to which is Ctrl, Alt and F. You can also see the same filter is Ctrl, Alt and F. I'm going to make the video go fast again so that we can save time. Alright, we have taken care of the skin tone and the texture now. So I'm going to group these two layers. So selecting low and high and pressing Ctrl G to group them together. Now if I show you the before and after, you can see it clearly. This is the before, this is the after. Now the skin has got a smooth transition between the highlights and the shadows. Now I'm again going to flatten the image. So right click and flatten. Now the last step is dodging and burning. In order to do dodging and burning, I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to press Ctrl, Shift and N to create a new layer. I'm going to name it Dodge and Burn. Make sure you change the blending mode to soft light and select the option that says fill the soft light natural neutral color, which is 50% gray, and press OK. Alright, in this layer we are going to paint the skin using black and white, but we need to make sure that the brush opacity is between 5 to 8. I'm pressing the letter B for the brush tool. I'll lower down the opacity of the brush, say 7. First we are going to dodge the skin, so make sure the foreground color is white. And with relatively bigger brush size, I'm going to dab just once on the forehead. Similarly on the areas where we need to apply the dodge, I'm going to paint on the areas. Now select the foreground color as black. You can press the letter X from the keyboard in order to change the foreground and the background color. Now you need to paint the area which you need to burn. You can see the before and after. There is quite subtle change in the lighting, but it has given the dimension to the skin. Okay, now our image is ready, so we can again flatten the image. Now you can see the results. This is the after and this is the before. This is from where we started. We took care of the blemishes, we took care of these hair, and then we also gave some dimension to the skin using the dodge and burn. We also smooth out the skin using the frequency separation. So if you have any questions, any doubt, you can surely comment and I'll be happy to answer. Now one more thing, I have few actions that I've created for myself in order to save time. One of which is skin airbrushing. I usually use this skin airbrushing action to retouch my image, not actually retouch the image, but to smooth out the skin tone. After playing this action, if I paint on the skin, you can see the skin is going smooth. I use this action generally when I do not have much of the time to retouch or to spend on a particular image. Now you can clearly see the before and after. If I zoom in, this was the before, this is the after. I'm planning to give away this skin airbrushing action free of cost to 5 lucky people. All you need to do is 1. Follow my Instagram handle, the link to which is there in the description below. 2. You need to comment on this video on how you like it. The 5 best comments will get a chance to win this skin airbrushing action. I'll announce the name of the 5 lucky winners on my Instagram handle, so do not forget to check that after 1 week. As of now, this is Ravinder Saini signing off. Have a wonderful time ahead. Bye-bye.